Actor James Woods has a solution for Nancy Pelosi when it comes to mass shootings, and I also want to talk about some gun legislation happening here in California. All of that coming up today on The Hollywood Conservative for The Rebel. Who does not love some James Woods? Seriously, on a daily basis, this guy lights up liberals on Twitter like it's nobody's business. If you don't know who he is, James Woods is an actor. You probably remember him from the Mafia blockbuster Casino, as well as Straw Dogs, and the TV series Shark and Ray Donovan. And when he speaks out on Twitter, he seriously does not give a you-know-what. And he's still working in Hollywood. It's amazing. But seriously, if you're not on Twitter, it's worth getting on there just so you can see his tweets, and mine too. Obviously, follow me on Twitter at the HWCon. Okay, so after the Jacksonville shooting, our lovely California Democrat, Nancy Pelosi, of course, was popping off at the mouth about gun control. Every time something like this happens, cue the gun grab. And she tweeted this: "My thoughts are with everyone impacted by the shooting today at the Jacksonville landing. But thoughts are not enough. As we continue to track developments, it's clear Congress must stop stalling and act to protect Americans from the daily tragedy of gun violence. #NeverAgain." Well, James Woods has a better recommendation, and it's something that I have been saying for years. Every time I tell people we need more guns, not less guns, I get that crazy look. But truly, if we had more guns in places that are currently gun-free zones, these mass shootings wouldn't happen, at least not to the degree that they have been. James Woods replied to Nancy Pelosi's tweet, and he said this: "Hopefully, by outlawing the so-called gun-free zones that are making innocents vulnerable to gangs and lunatics on a weekly basis," referring, of course, to Pelosi's call for Congress to act. Now, I thought that I would use this opportunity to go through some of the very concerning bills up for vote here in California legislature. As you all know, I live here in LA, and it's pretty safe to say that my gun rights are infringed here in LA because I can't have a concealed carry permit. The only people who can here in LA County are law enforcement, and if you can prove a case to a judge that proves necessity, which as a conservative in LA, I think that I would qualify, but anyway, they don't think so. So we've got Senate Bill 1100, that's sponsored by Senator Portantino. He is District 25. He wants to raise the minimum age to purchase a long gun from 18 years old to 21 years old. Senate Bill 1177, sponsored again by Senator Portantino, would prohibit a person from making more than one application to purchase and the dealer delivery of any type of firearm within any 30-day period. Senate Bill 1487, this was sponsored by Senator Henry Stern. He's District 27. That would prohibit the possession of certain African species of wildlife. Now, I know this sounds strange, but the true goal of this is to ensure that a lawful U.S. hunter is not able to bring home a hunting trophy, even if the animal was legally hunted, legally taken, and the hunter has the approval of the U.S. government. Even in that case, they want to make it unlawful, again, bucking federal law. Assembly Bill 2103, sponsored by Assembly Member Todd Gloria, he's District 78, would add certain requirements in addition to the already mandated training courses for a citizen to obtain a concealed carry license. Again, this is outside of LA County. Does not apply here because concealed carry permits are null and void here unless you're law enforcement. Currently, concealed carry permit holders are already required to receive up to 16 hours of training prior to receiving a permit and at least 4 hours of additional training every 2 years prior to renewal. AB 2103 was passed by the Senate on August 21st and is now eligible for a concurrent vote in the Assembly. So again, that would increase the training hours, 16 hours prior to receiving the permit and 4 hours prior to renewal. Assembly Bill 2888, and this is the one that is actually the most concerning for me. This is sponsored by Assembly Member Philip Ting. He's a Democrat from District 19. This would expand the list of those eligible to file gun violence restraining orders, GVRO, beyond the currently authorized reporters, which include immediate family and law enforcement. So as of right now, the people who are willing to file a complaint or a concern are immediate family members and law enforcement. The new list is expanded to employers, co-workers and employees of a secondary or post-secondary school that the person has attended in the last 6 months. GVROs can remove a person's right without due process and not because of a criminal conviction or mental adjudication, but based on third-party application. So this is something that has been concerning to me for a while. It kind of draws in the argument about, people with psychological conditions and, where do you draw that line? It's a very slippery slope. So now here in California, this bill being proposed says that basically anybody can file a complaint against you, and therefore your right to own a gun here in the state of California is negated. So if you have, an employer or an employee, a fellow employee, a colleague who you have a contentious relationship with, and they want to really put a thorn in your side and make a dig, then they can make this complaint. This is seriously Big Brother. And what merits a complaint? Like, they think that if you get angry over something done in the workplace, that is worthy of them filing a complaint. It's very, very scary. Again, it's California, aka Commifornia. But I will stay on top of these and let you know what passes. I'm not sure what the fate of those is going to be, but I will keep you posted. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm Amanda Head, the Hollywood conservative for The Rebel. If you enjoyed my commentary and want to hear more from all of us here at The Rebel, subscribe to our premium content at www.therebel.media/shows. Make sure you're following us on Facebook and Twitter for all of our latest news, and download our new app for The Rebel Media on the App Store. That will give you easy access to all of our latest videos and your favorite Rebel shows. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Amanda Head for The Rebel.